Hello there, this is Francis Reddy. Welcome to the 27th episode of Staying in the Fight to Defeat Cancer. This video, unfortunately, has been long in coming due to certain reasons, but I won't bore you with them. Last week, Monday, I went to hospital to go and get my chemo tablets, and also I was scheduled for a scan, a CT scan. At first, I had to take bloods, which they had forgotten to tell me to take bloods the day before, but I had to take it early in the morning. My veins were fine. They could extract the blood that they needed. And then I had to wait for the results to come so that I can be then scheduled for the CT scan. And in the meantime, I had to put an IV line so that when I go for the CT scan, they can connect the contrast through the IV line. When I was called in to put the IV line, woe and behold, my veins had completely disappeared. Completely. I was even shocked. There was not a vein to be seen. And then, of course, the sisters need to get the IV line connected, and they started poking and digging, and eventually I was also getting very fed up because it was starting to get sore. They were trying at the bottom of my hand, inside the palm of my hand. It was just hectic. But anyway, it took a long time to eventually get the IV in. And then I went for the CT scan. Now, before I was taken into the CT scan, 20 minutes before, the sister gave me a liter of water, and she said I must drink it and make sure that the whole liter is completed within the 20 minutes. But prior to that, I had to go to the loo and make sure that my belly was empty and my pee tract was empty. And then I took the water and waited. And I know for a fact that when I drink water, within 20 minutes, I start wanting the loo very urgently. And I suggested it to the nurse. I said, it's going to be a problem. And when I asked how long does the CT scan take, she said in total with the setup, making sure everything is fine, it takes about 20-25 minutes. I could see a problem looming. And at the stroke of 20 minutes, I had to run to the toilet. I went to the loo. There was a long pee. I came back and I explained to the sister, I said, this is what had just happened. I said, unfortunately, you have to drink another liter to replace the fluids that have been lost. And then, of course, the scan would be delayed for another 20 minutes. So I drank the water. But, as usual, after 15-20 minutes, I still went to the loo. I went, but this time I wasn't telling the sister that I'm going to the loo. And she called me and said, listen, get ready, come to the CT scan room. I quickly again went to the loo and still didn't tell her. They set me up. The scan started, and I'm very, very claustrophobic. So I told the sister, I said, listen, I'm going to keep my eyes tightly shut while you do whatever you need to do because I'm very claustrophobic. So around 15-20 minutes into the CT scan, and I'm quiet, I could feel the pee coming. I thought, my goodness, what am I going to do? Because she said you have to be very still until the whole scanning process is completed. So, and at that time, they just finished the CT scan. They tried to undo the IV line, the contrast from the IV line, and it wouldn't budge. So she said, listen, I know I can see you now. You want to go pee. I'm going to pull the whole IV line out completely. But it's going to be a problem because you have to go back and go the saline line through an IV line so that you can wash out this contrast. I said, for now, I'm not thinking of that. I want to go to the loo. I jumped out of the scan, almost ran out to the corridor with my underpants on. She called me back and said, listen, take this sheet, wrap yourself around and sprint. But of course, by the time I reached the toilet, I had big drops on my underpants. And yeah, I changed, but then I still have to go back to the chemo room to do this water, so my system, the contrast is then flushed out of my system. And of course, there at least you got a trolley, you can go to the loo as you please. But yeah, it was hectic. Yeah, just before the saline line was put in, the saline was put into my system, I had to reconnect another IV line. When I told the sister that, she just got distressed herself because she knew the battle that she had before. But eventually we got it through. And yes, I was connected with the saline line, and then things went quick after that. Yes, that was a hectic Monday. And my CT scan results are due on Wednesday coming. And I'm prayerful that it is good and that they can start the radiation process ASAP. And I just want to show you what is happening to my body. And I'm going to show you my hand, probably if I can get to under my feet, and also show you that even my veins have gone darker. My hand has gone a dark purple, and even the bottom of my feet, they're even darker. And the problem is that they now very also getting sore when I walk or when I'm carrying something that's a bit heavy. And the vein on my hand, if you can see, it's very dark. All my veins have become very dark. And now and then they go flat. So I don't know whether this is part of the chemo process. And I'm going to ask the doctor when I see him on Wednesday. Okay, guys, cheers for now. Bye.